Hello once again, guys. Strong Boys 19 here, and this is going to be the first proper stream for my channel. And in the next video, I am going to be doing a new update video, and the next video after that one is probably going to be a demonstration type of video where I play, well, give you a quick demonstration on the two guitars that I have shown you from the previous video, my Gary Moore signature Les Paul and the 1952 reproduction of the Gibson Les Paul Gold Top. And I don't know if I'm going to be recording the audio of it through one of my Zoom recording machines or just on my phone. Well, my phone is in 1080p video quality, and it's in great audio quality as well. So yeah, so the title for this one, it is going to be on topics on records and genres. You know the drill. If you want to talk about some artists or bands or a style of music, I will give you my thoughts and opinions on those things. So in the meantime, I am going to be playing some albums in the background, and I'm going to play you an album that I have already shown before on one of my first updates of this year. So I've decided to buy it on CD, and I should have shown you guys this in my new upcoming update, but I'm just going to show you this one. I'm not going to show you the others. I'm going to be playing Brian Eno's new album, Reflection, and this is, for me, a much better release of this album than the vinyl pressing of this. It's 54 minutes of the really nice, chilled out, uninterrupted ambient piece of Eno's music, and I really do love Brian Eno, as you already know. So I think Brian Eno is simply one of the greatest solo artists and British musicians of all time. It's only one track. It's entitled Reflection, and like I said, it's 54 minutes. So also, if there's going to be problems of lagging or out of sync problems, I do apologize. So I'm just going to keep the stream going, and I'm just going to let it continue from there. So I'm going to check if there's going to be some comments, and then I will put this album on through my speakers. Hello there, Peter. Hi, welcome. Sorry that I didn't see your comment earlier, because I'm watching myself on the screen of my OBS software. Well, not mine, but the OBS software that I've downloaded. Big thank you to Mark, aka Cover Killer Nation, for helping me out on how to operate it. So it took some time for me to get it to work, you know, to add the title and to add my my webcam on the screen, and that's, you know, that's as simple as that. That's as simple as it can be. It's very easy to operate, and I didn't expect it to turn out that perfectly. So I think this is going to be a better website to do these live streams than on Facebook. I used to do a lot of Facebook live streams. I still want to do them, but I think YouTube is a better website to interact with you guys and to a bigger audience. So anyway, I'll shut up. I'm going to be playing Reflection by Brian Eno. So to the people that have decided to watch this, type away, type anything in the comments from the title. Topics on records and genres. It's going to be simple, but once we'll get cracking on different conversations on music, things are going to turn out pretty well. First, I'm going to remove the disc of the remastered of Revolver by the Beatles. I played this album a few days ago, or close to a week, and it still sounds incredible. Excuse me. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this stream for, but we shall see if it's going to be turning out really well. Anyway, so here is Reflection by Brian Eno. I'll try not to make the audio of this album too loud because of YouTube's strict rules on copyright, and I don't want to, get this stream copyrighted at all. Is the audio alright, guys? Because I need to know if it's all working good for you, because I don't know. I don't know at all. (4:20) in the afternoon, and I'm going to be heading out tonight. And tomorrow is Lazy Sunday, where I will just basically do nothing. I've just had a good practice to play some of the repertoire from the band that I'm in, Hardgraft. I've played 15 songs, and it's been a very long while since I've played my Gibson Les Paul Custom, and it feels great and sounds great to play with him again. So I'm going to be going back to my Gary Moore signature, Gary, and Danny, my gold top. I haven't played with my Lucille BB King signature guitar for a long while, so I need to get back on track on that guitar, because I do love Lucille. Really nicely smooth sound that she's got, and I have been a huge BB King fan for a long time, so I think I have bought my Lucille signature. I think it was about November of last year or late October. I really can't remember, but I love playing with Lucille. She just had a very nice sound and tone, and it gives me like a smooth, jazzy type of vibe. I do love playing jazz. I would love to learn some jazz on guitar, because I like to to challenge myself to learn more harder licks and different solos. So, but yeah, I'm very proud to play with my guitars again. Alright, we are on to the 10-minute mark, so, come and talk to me, guys, and we'll talk about things. So, that's all I want to say about that. Sorry that I made my sentences, not properly formed, right? This is just all improvisation. It's nothing scripted at all. Peter, have you ever listened to the early Judas Priest albums? I'm listening to Rock'n'Roller right now and chilling. Greetings from Austria. I never knew you were from Austria. Greetings to you, Peter. Sorry that I'm not looking at the webcam right now, because I'm looking away at the screen to look at the comments and myself on the screen. But yes, I did listen to some of Judas Priest's albums. I don't have a lot of Judas Priest albums on CD. I don't have any of their albums on vinyl yet. But for CDs wise, I do have Painkiller, which is, to be honest, I think the band's best work, and to this day as one of the greatest metal albums of all time. And I do have Sad Wings of Destiny. The artwork of Sad Wings of Destiny is awesome, really great, beautifully detailed, and incredible piece of art. Same with Painkiller, but I think Sad Wings of Destiny is probably for me a better album cover than Painkiller. But Painkiller is Judas Priest at their best. And I did listen to their 2014 album when it came out. I totally forgot what it's called, so you have to remind me, Peter. The album title it just doesn't pop into my head, unfortunately, because I haven't listened to Judas Priest for a long time now. But I really do like Judas Priest. Oh, sorry, I do have British Steel on CD as well, the 30th anniversary edition, the 2-disc version. That was one of the CDs that I got from Kerrang for free when I went there for, I think the first time, just to experience what it's like to work at the station, and I met the radio crew, and I met Johnny Doom. Johnny Doom is a great guy. And he's doing very well lately. One of the other CDs I got for free from them was the deluxe edition of Black Sabbath's Master of Reality. A lot of other CDs. I didn't expect to have free CDs from them, but it was really nice of them. Redeemer of Souls, I guess. Actually, I'm gonna look it up on my phone just to make sure if that was the right title. And I did go back to the Kerrang radio station again for work experience back in 2009 or 10. But I have made a video based on my first visit from Kerrang. That was 8 years ago. Cannot believe that it's been that long. Cannot believe it's been that long. Excuse me, since I have been there. I'm just typing in Judas Priest on Wikipedia. For some reason it says Jurassic Priest, I did type in Judas, but one of these those autocorrect words, the word Jurassic just popped up out of the ordinary. Yeah, this is very nice. This is very nice ambient music, and I think Brian Eno is simply um, one of my biggest influences. Um, you know, for some time now. I didn't check out Brian Eno, a few years ago. I know that he was in Roxy Music. I do have some Roxy Music on vinyl, um, but I would mainly like to remember Eno as a solo artist, not for his ambient stuff only, but I do love Another Green World, which is a classic album, and Ambient One Music for Airports is my favourite Eno album ever. There's lots of fantastic albums that he had done, like My Life in the Bush of Ghosts with David Byrne, fantastic collaboration album. Another one of my favourites is Thursday Afternoon, his brilliant debut, Here Come the Warm Jets, and Ambient 4 on Land. That's another fantastic album. Eno has made so many great albums. Okay, for some reason, my phone just doesn't want to load up faster uh, when I'm trying to research Judas Priest's discography on Wikipedia. Um, Sorry about that. I believe it was Redeemer of Souls. Actually, I'm going to look it up on my laptop, so bear with me for a bit. Yeah, it was Redeemer of Souls. I just had to check, but that was a really good Judas Priest album. But Peter, which era of Judas Priest do you like the most? Um, I really do like obviously the previous era from the bands, like the 80s to the 90s. Um, so I need to get back to the band at some point. Um, if there are any other bands or artists that you would like to mention, just type them away. And there's 4 people watching, so it's up to a smooth start already. Thank you so much. Almost 20 minutes into the stream, and to listen to some great music in the background. Uh, it's been flowing together comfortably. I'm just gonna go to the loo, guys. I'll be right back. Anyway, I'm back. So, in terms of which other artists I've been listening to, I have been listening to Genesis. Genesis is, I think, one of the best progressive rock bands of all time. I was really, really hooked on Selling England by the Pound. Oh, and also, this is one of the records I've bought recently. I shouldn't really show you guys this, but I thought I would just show you this one. I'm not going to show you the others. Like I said, from showing one of the CDs I bought recently. Excuse me. But I absolutely love Selling England by the Pound. And I think Peter Gabriel is one of those geniuses. And he was, at his peak with the band. I mean, Steve Hackett's guitar playing is brilliant. Phil Collins, as a drummer, Phil Collins is definitely one of the most talented drummers of all time. And I have big respect for him as a solo artist as well. Even though not many people would, talk about his solo stuff too much. But I do love But Seriously. I think that's a classic Phil Collins solo album. And I do have some of his albums on CD and on vinyl as well. But I would be interested to check out Peter Gabriel's material. At the moment, I have heard of So all the way through, which do contain the singles Sledgehammer and Big Time, and other tracks like Red Rain. So is a really good album, but I think I would like to get into his stuff more than Phil Collins stuff, because I heard of Phil's stuff more than Peter's stuff. But I think I would like to mainly remember both of those artists for being in Genesis, because Genesis were at their peak from albums like Selling England by the Pound and other ones like Foxtrot and The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. Genesis live too. I really do like Genesis live. I think it's one of their best albums. And also A Trick of the Tail, which is the first album that features Phil Collins as the frontman in the band. I just didn't expect A Trick of the Tail to be that damn good as a follow-up to The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, which was the last album that Peter Gabriel was in before he left the band to pursue his own solo career. And other artists I've been listening to, Brian Eno, obviously, and Gary Moore. Also, excuse me, Frank Sinatra. I absolutely love Frank Sinatra's vocal style. I think he's simply one of the top best vocalists of all time. And, he just had a really nice, beautiful, powerful, rich style of singing. And, you get albums of his like Come Fly With Me, which is a classic, and other phenomenal albums like Songs for Swinging Lovers and In the Wee Small Hours, and Only the Lonely, or Frank Sinatra Sings for Only the Lonely, that's the full title. Kraftwerk. I remember I just could not stop listening to Kraftwerk. They're already one of my biggest, top favourite bands of all time. And I just think that they are one of the masters and pioneers of being one of the most interesting, crafty, creative and very original artists out there. And I did listen to some of the solo stuff from both Karl Bartos and Wolfgang Flür. Very talented musicians, as much as Ralf Hutter and Florian Schneider. There had been some artists that I rarely listened to that I need to go back to. I used to listen to Bob Dylan a lot, and I do love Bob Dylan. He is basically, for me, my favourite solo artist of all time and favourite lyricist. But John Lennon will always be my idol. He's my favourite musician of all time, and Bob Dylan's really in the top three. That's how much I adore his stuff. And he's still doing these never-ending tour gigs. Neil Young as well. I've been coming back to Neil Young lately, listening to different albums of his, like Time Fades Away, to Zuma, and the Live at Fillmore East live album, which is fantastic, and I just think that he is Canada's best artist. Although Joni Mitchell will always be one of my biggest favourites. Joni Mitchell is my favourite female vocalist of all time, and I do love Aretha Franklin so much as well, and Janis Joplin. It took me some time to get used to the way she sings, but once I kept listening to her stuff, I just think that she had a unique voice, and she just brings a lot of power and strength from some of the songs that she used to do with her band. Just forgotten the name, so I apologise. I forgot the name of the band, but yeah. Oh, also, speaking of new releases for this year, Van Morrison is in the works of a new album, and it'll be a follow-up to his previous album, which came out last year. I do love Van Morrison, and he is another one of my favourite solo artists of all time. Moondance is such a classic album, and I like Astral Weeks a lot, and his band and his street choir. But I haven't gone back to him for some time now. But I just think that him as a lyricist and as a songwriter, he's one of those very interesting musicians. Miles Davis is another one that I need to come back to. I adore Miles Davis. He is my all-time favourite jazz artist. John Coltrane is simply one of the top best ones. Back to the new releases topic. I need to buy Mastodon's new album, Emperor of Sand, and I've heard that it's been having some good reviews. I have heard of the single Show Yourself and Nothing Else at the moment, but it sounded like a good track, but I wouldn't think that Emperor of Sand is going to be I think as great as some of their previous albums like Crack the Sky and Leviathan. Both of those two albums are Mastodon at their biggest peaks. Crack the Sky will always be my favourite album from Mastodon, and it's always going to be one of my top all-time favourite albums. So yeah, I need to buy Emperor of Sand, both on CD and on vinyl. And speaking of all-time favorite albums, I'm going to be doing a separate video where I will be doing my list on the top 25 albums of all time. So it's going to be, a long one, a long video, but I'm pretty sure that I will be doing that in the near future. So I will be doing it around, I think, either close to the end of this summer. If I forget, I will have to remind myself to do it, because I've seen other YouTubers that have done videos on that kind of list, and I thought to myself, what could be better to make a video on presenting to you guys my top 25 favorite albums of all time. And it's gonna be a one hell of a list, because it's gonna be a combination of different styles of music. There's going to be a lot of rock, some metal, some experimental stuff, and folk stuff. So my list is pretty much onto different styles of music, and also there's going to be honorable mentions in the video. But here's the thing: I've made both of those different lists on my RateYourMusic.com account, Sergeant Pepper's Music Buff, and I realised that the all-time favourites list had been very, very difficult to sort out. So my honourable mentions list is packed with much more albums than the top 25 albums list. That's how hard it was to really think of which album should be in the list. Half an hour to the stream already, and so far so good. So how's things with you guys? I'm going to try my best not to ramble on too much. So I'm just going to take my time to listen to some Eno, and I'll be looking forward to your comments. I'm sorry that I've been rambling on for a long while now. So I'll let you do the question making and the comment typing. So yeah, take as much time as you need, but I would like to interact with you guys, because that's what I like to do. I love talking to the people that do love to watch my videos. So yeah. Oh, there's one thing that I should have done right at the beginning of this. I'm going to let some people know on my Facebook that I'm streaming, so bear with me for a few minutes. Yeah, so I just reminded people that I am streaming. Well, like I said, I should have done that at the beginning, but you know, I sometimes don't think straight. How long has Reflection been playing on for? Almost 27 minutes. Excuse me. I guess my hair doesn't look that bad on camera. My beard and my mustache are growing a bit too long, so they may need to be trimmed. But I like to leave them to grow, even though the mustache has been a bit of a pain in the ass because it's been poking me. I don't know why I brought that up. To the two people who are watching this, thank you very much, and I'm pretty sure that that Peter is still watching this. I hope there's going to be different peeps, different people to pop into this. Not that I'm not like being greedy or begging or anything, but I just hope that there's going to be more um, more different YouTubers to come into this, and type anything. Stream number one um, is going on so smoothly, and I believe the audio quality and the video quality's um, going pretty well so far, from what I can see. Oh no! Really nice music. Sorry guys, I'm just going through some of the stuff on my Facebook, but come and interact with me so that I can talk to you guys. I would like to see more comments, because otherwise this is not going to be going anywhere. Because I don't really want to like talk to myself whilst I'm letting this stream progressing, to let it carry on. Ask away. It's 10 to 5 in the afternoon from where I'm at, and I have no clue if I'm going to be finishing this really early or much more later. It just depends. Um, Whenever I feel like it to end this. So what's going on, guys? Sorry that I've been quite silent for some seconds, because I'm just well, basically waiting to see more comments. I know that I'm repeating myself. I'm sorry, but um, you know, I just like to talk to you guys. Um, Repeating myself is like a habit that I have. That I don't know why I just like to go back on this this word or this sentence I've already said before. I don't know if other people like Blue Drum Torso is going to pop up, or Clemmy Cat, or Cat Moonchild, or some other couple of people would pop up. But yeah. I'm going to show you my two new posters that I've bought for a great deal of money, and I bought these whilst I was on a holiday with my family at Maplethorpe. I had a very nice time there. It was the second time being there, and I did decide to, excuse me, make a really long holiday video from my first visit to Maplethorpe. That was back at last year. I had a really nice time, so yeah, I'm going to show you the posters right now. Bear with me for a bit. So up there is Jaws. Jaws is one of my top all-time favourite movies ever. Same with this one, The Godfather. The Godfather will always be one of my highest favourite movies. Oh, it's, you know, No Country for Old Men. There's a lot of movies in that list. I've made a list on the top 25 movies of all time on my Radio Music account. So I guess I would be interested to talk about some movies, but for me, I'm more of a musical type person, obviously. So that's why this channel's been heavily filled with different videos on updates to Holy Vlogfest. I haven't done Holy Vlogfest for a very long time. Same with Classic Albums Revisited. I need to review Bob Dylan's Blonde on Blonde for Classic Albums Revisited in the next episode. And I used to do music covers, you know, like back at 2009, 2010, whatever. But unfortunately, I have stopped because of the rules on copyright and the ridiculous content ID claims that YouTube has been doing for a long time. So you know, I didn't want to stop, you know, just to show you guys different videos on this song from this band that I do on either the guitar or the drums. But since, you know, YouTube has decided to make things really difficult for people to make videos be filled with copyright, it's just a really hard, stressful time. So I wish that YouTube wouldn't be that difficult of a website from the whole copyright controversies that they had to go through. But really, it's one of the reasons why I stopped doing music covers, because I actually do have quite a list of some of my covers being copyrighted. Some of them are blocked worldwide, which is an absolute disgrace. You know, because I do love to show you guys my talent as a musician, but I think it was for the best to not do any more covers on this channel. I think I have stopped doing that since, I believe, since about 2013, 2014. Yeah, I just wish that YouTube was like a much more happier and better, easygoing site. It was really easy when I first started YouTube. You know, since more than 8 years ago, when I've created this channel, I mean, the layouts were much more better and simple to create your own style and look and presentation of your channel, and you know, to rate your videos from the star ratings instead of the thumbs up and the thumbs down. YouTube has changed a lot. So sorry I've been talking about this YouTube thing and copyright thing for a few minutes, but with that being said, I'm very happy that I'm still on this channel to make videos that I want to make, and to share them with you guys. And I'm very happy with the people that have been really enjoying my content, and that means a lot to me because, like my friends and family, you guys have changed my life for the better. You know, as well, just as a person, to be honest, because I wouldn't be so lucky if I did experience when I did experience and check out different people on YouTube, and then to talk and interact with um, some of my favorite YouTubers that I love watching, and to become friends with them on this site or on Facebook, and also um, uh, to receive some shout outs from different people. I mean, I remember when people used to give me shout outs a few years ago, and that was just that was a wonderful experience, and it was just amazing. And to those people that did uh, used to give me shout outs uh, on my channel a few years back, thank you so much. Keep your hands up. Hey dude, thank you for popping into this. But yeah, my channel has almost reached 1,300 subscribers, and I cannot thank you guys enough. And with all of your great comments and positivity that you guys have been liking and typing away in my videos, it keeps me going to do more videos. And obviously, I won't be doing YouTube, forever, to be honest, but I will try my best to work hard on this channel as much as I can. But I see myself more as a musician, because I think being a musician, to play my guitar and play drums, uh, that's the thing that I love to do more than making videos. I'm not saying that I don't like making videos on this channel. I do love making videos on my channel, but I think for my personal and public life, I think I like to see myself as the musician that I am, and I'm very happy uh, that I've been progressing very, very well with so much hard work and a lot of practice and rehearsing and gigging. Um, it was just one of these life-changing experiences for me. But you guys, as individuals, not just as subscribers, but you guys as people that like my channel, um, it was it was a great time to see such positivity from you. So I thank you all so much. And sorry that I've been going on about it, but it means a lot to me, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Have you heard the new Decapitated record? Unfortunately, I haven't. I haven't listened to the new Decapitated album, um, but I really do like them a lot, and they are a really great death metal band. I do love Winds of Creation. I think that's a classic metal debut album. Um, Another classic death metal debut that I love is Altars of Madness by Morbid Angel, and Suffocation's Effigy of the Forgotten, which is probably my favourite death metal debut of all time. Effigy of the Forgotten by Suffocation, because of how it sounds, and the tracks with incredibly um, smooth and top-notch production. The bass tone on that album is just so full. The guitars sounded, yes, does sound heavy, but it's a brilliant sound, and the drums sound brilliant. The vocals were just incredible. Uh, if you want to know which other death metal bands that I like to listen to, obviously Cannibal Corpse. I did mention about Morbid Angel and Suffocation. I really like I really like the old era of Obituary, and in terms of the melodic or technical death metal bands, I really liked the old era of In Flames. You know, albums like The Jester Race to Horacle, but not so much on the newer era. And Siren Charms, that was a terrible album. I really did not like that album at all. But yeah, In Flames and Cryptopsy is another one of my favourite death metal bands. I do love Non So Vile, which is a classic, and Blasphemous Made Flesh is an awesome debut album that I like a lot as well. And I need to go back into their discography, because I have reviewed the 2012 self-titled album when it came out. I did review Blasphemy Made Flesh and Non So Vile and Whisper Supremacy. Haven't gone back to the other albums. So excuse me. I will be reviewing the albums from And Then You'll Beg to I think the stinker in their discography, The Unspoken King. But that's a good question. Keep your hands up. Feel free to ask me more. Sorry that you can hear some of these weird noises during the stream, because I was moving my mouse around. Just been scrolling through the internet, really. But yeah, this stream's going on for 53 minutes, and I really have been enjoying this. This is a very good proper stream. So thank you so much to the people that have been watching this so far, and also from the comments from Peter and Keep Your Hands Up. So keep your hands up if you want to ask me more questions. Feel free to do so, and I will try my best to answer them. Clemmy Cat, hello there. I did see some of your comments from one of my other videos. One of them you did mention about my one of my early videos, the Download Festival video, back in 2009. Yeah, I didn't go to Download at that time. I have never ever been to the Download Festival, because it's been a long while since I've been to some of these like proper festivals or indoor places. But for Download Festival, I have never been to Download, because one thing, it is a long way from where I live to there, and I wouldn't really want to have camping planned, and I don't really want to be around with people that could be either drunk or drugged out or something, because there's a lot of crazy people out there on some of these festivals like Download, and also there's been some other festivals that have been filled with people like that, like maybe Bloodstock or the Warped Tour. I don't really know, so I'm not saying that I'm not saying that I do mean it. I'm just not really sure what it's like to be at a festival like Download. So, and also the ticket prices as well is a problem. You were so adorable. You didn't need to say that. But thank you for that compliment. I'm just me. This is how I look. This is how I am. So I was 14 from that little download festival, and I'm 22 and a half. What's your favorite album of the year so far? Okay, there have been some people that have been asking me that question before, but I rarely listen to new albums for this year because I did make a video. I know I've mentioned this before, but I would like to mention it again. That I have stopped reviewing albums for each year because one thing is that I've been so busy, um, and I didn't have a lot of time to listen to a lot of different albums that have came out throughout the past past few years. I've stopped reviewing new albums since about 2016 or 2015. Well, I think I made that video um, back in 2015, but I didn't say that I'm gonna stop reviewing entirely. I will be back to do more album reviews. I know that my last one was a month ago now. My last review was on Pink Floyd's The Dark Side of the Moon. And the next one is going to be either on Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here or maybe Goat's Head Soup by the Rolling Stones. So I apologise that I had to say my answer that way. Keep your hands up. But if you want to ask me questions on different bands or artists or even genres, hence the title, um, just do it if you want to. All right, so Brian Eno's album Reflection is almost finished. Um, so I am going to be listening to a different album to let this stream carry on. How old are you now? I've just said this a few minutes ago, Clemicat. I'm 22, 22 and a half. I will be 23 in December. December the 6th. 1 more minute until the 1 hour mark. So I am very happy with this stream already, even though it's been a lot of me, rambling and trying to let this stream carrying on, and sometimes accidentally repeat myself. Looks like some of my favorite YouTubers have been uploading new videos. Josh Stephan, who's an incredible drummer, makes brilliant covers from bands like Korn to Slipknot, and I don't know, that he has done a lot, so you have to check him out. Josh Stephan, Stephen, and also Markiplier. Love Markiplier so much as well. Jacksepticeye's been posting videos lately. And same goes with some of my other favourite YouTubers like Rob Chapman, Rabia Massad, the Andertons Music Company YouTube channel. So there's a lot of YouTubers that I love to watch. But those are one of the ones I've mentioned. All right, so Reflection is finished. Very good album. Alright, we're into the 1 hour mark in the stream. So this is this has been a nice time, and I know this is like stream number 1, but hopefully once I would try my best to get more people around to the newest later streams, um, I would be responding to more of you guys and a lot more comments. So let's put reflection back in the sleeve. Clemmy Cat, what have you been up to? If you want to type in another comment or another question, you can do that. So I need to stop repeating myself, and I do apologise that I've been doing that. But that's one of these. It's one of these things that just came out of the blue. So I'm going to think about a different album to put on. Maybe another Eno album, or Kraftwerk, Pink Floyd. I don't know. It's quite a hard choice to think about which albums that you would like to play through your CD player, or or your record player. I think I'm gonna be putting on maybe Genesis, or alright, so there's been some disconnection problems from OBS all of a sudden. Sorry that has been affecting this, but I'm just going to let this carry on. But if it's going to bother me too much, then I'm going to end this stream from there. So I apologise that the disconnection thing's been happening. Thankfully, it didn't happen. Well, since I've started this an hour ago. Anyway, I'll shut up. Here's an album that I need to play through my CD player. Mastodon Leviathan, which is a fantastic album, and this had been one of my most favourite Mastodon albums. And they're also one of the best bands out there from their artwork. Their artwork is just so damn beautiful, gorgeous, very detailed, colourful, and the designs from their ideas of packaging is incredible. You know, so I'm going to be playing Leviathan by Mastodon for the first time in my CD player. I have listened to this album all the way through before, but it's been a long damn time since I've listened to the album. I'm going to turn this down a bit more so that I won't get it copyrighted, get the stream copyrighted, I mean. So Mastodon, they're always one of my big favourite metal bands of all time, and I do love Dream Theater, you know, some others, but I think Mastodon is like the best prog metal band. I hope this music isn't too loud for you guys, so you know, let me know if it's if it's loud or quiet or just okay. So I just need to know. Blood and Thunder. Blood and Thunder's really one of their best songs ever. They're also one of the they're also one of the best bands that have some of the best guitar riffs as well, and also the drumming is just so phenomenal. Uh, and their musicianship from their material is also one of the best things. It was just so tight and really out there, mind blowing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, 3 people still watching. Thank you very much. Um, unless it's different people, but if there are if they are the 3 people like Clement Cat, keep your hands up, or Peter. If those 3 people are those YouTubers, cheers for staying into the stream. Um, I mean, you don't have to watch it all the way through, but I'm very glad that I have received some comments from people that I can just read and answer. So all right, 4 people watching. So type in more comments, guys. So sorry that I am talking quite a lot, but you know, what could I do to try and make this better? Um, well, a lot of talking, obviously, but um, just you know, like I said earlier in the stream, type in more comments or questions. Ask me topics on this band or artist, or different albums, or even genres. Um, just type away in order for me to respond to you. I Am Ahab is another really good song. Just going to have a look at the booklet from Leviathan in order um, to wait for more comments. That boy Mike 1, hello. Thank you for asking me that question, a genre question. So ask me more, and I'll respond to more questions than just responding to one, and I'll try my best to answer them. I mean, you get artwork like this, guys. That's just really awesome, awesome artwork. And the song titles and lyrics are on this side. So far, so good. Some more questions, and I would respond to a lot more of them. If I do sound a bit greedy, I apologise. I didn't really want to be, to be that kind of person. So I love this one as well. My throat's feeling like very, very sore. Because I've been having the hay fever lately, and it was just a nightmare sometimes. Clemmy Cat, do you like Twisted Sisters? I actually don't know Twisted Sisters musically, but I think I do know the title. I think I do know the band name. I mean, but I haven't heard of their music. So sorry about that. That boy Mike One, what's your least favorite genre? Um, my least favorite genre is dubstep. I really do not like dubstep. It had never been my cup of tea. I think it's just seriously, um, a bunch of random disastrous noise. To be honest, it's not even proper music to me. Um, I respect the people that do like it, but dubstep is a genre that I pretty much avoid for a long time. So I never liked dubstep. Um, but yeah, that's what I think. uh, the best month. Hello there. This is a really good question. Have you ever designed your own artwork? I have never had ideas for myself to create artwork. I do love a lot of artwork, whether it's filled with a lot of creative um, ideas or simply effective pieces of art, like Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, for example, um, or some artwork with a lot of detail to it, like say like Genesis selling England by the pound, or Foxtrot, or Mastodon Leviathan, or Crack the Sky, to artworks like Tommy from The Who, or Quadrophenia, um, you know, Beatles, Abbey Road, Sergeant Pepper, or the White Album, which is one of the world's most iconic and really, really, really easy covers. Um, but artwork, I haven't thought about making artwork. I need to become inspired from this piece of art that will inspire me to make it. I would like to make artwork with some atmosphere and some imagination. Like some psychedelia, I guess you could say. But that's what I want to say about that question. But thank you for that question, the Besmont. Very good question indeed. So, any more? Any more comments? But I'm really pleased that that these questions um, came up um, for me to answer that I have never answered before. Um, with Twisted Sisters, Klimikat, I bet that you do like Twisted Sisters, but I haven't listened to them at all. I'm sorry about that. um, so I'm sure as well that that you can hear my voice more than the audio of Mastodon in the background. Do you like glam metal? I don't mind glam metal, but it's one of these genres that I rarely listen to. I respect it, but it's not it's not really one of these music genres that I would listen to, a lot basically. But I do like glam rock. I do love listening to, some of David Bowie's stuff. I'm a huge fan of David Bowie. Um, I also really do like some of Eno's art rock, glam rock stuff, like Here Come the Warm Jets. And also, there are some art rock type songs in Another Green World, classic Eno album. And also, Taking Tiger Mountain by Strategy, which is the follow up to Here Come the Warm Jets. Um, just a sec, guys. I'm going to bring my laptop charger because the battery's quite low. Just in time. uh, have you ever listened to Sunny Day Real Estate? Um, I apologise, but no. I have never ever actually heard of Sunny Day Real Estate. What genre are they? Are they rock or pop? I don't know. Um, or funk? I know that you know Sunny Day Real Estate. I just haven't never heard of that band name before or their music. Dat Boy Mike 1. What is your favourite Slipknot mask? Um, when I first got into Slipknot, I always loved Chris's mask. Um, because I like the way it looks, and with his um, rubber nose that's been moving around up and down, left and right, and it's just a very cool mask. And also, I really did like the Jester masks from Jim Root. From the eras of the self-titled and Iowa. I thought that mask had been one of my other big favorite Slipknot masks. Um, Same thing with Sid Wilson's gas masks, because not only that it's just a gas mask, but it's one of those very simple masks. It's like early emo music. Some members were slash are in Foo Fighters. Oh, okay. Emo really Emo had never been one of my favourite genres at all. It's just never been my cup of tea. But I will give Sunny Day Real Estate a chance, since you mentioned that some of the members were and are in Foo Fighters, and I really like Foo Fighters a lot. And I think they're just one of the best rock bands. Now we come to Iron Tusk, which is a great single from this album. Do you like Joan Jett? Clemmy Cat, I don't mind Joan Jett, but I love rock and roll, though. I've heard it a lot, and I mean a lot of times, and, I just can't stand the chorus. I'm sorry, but um, but Joan Jett, I don't mind her stuff, but it's just that one song that's like been overplayed a lot, through the radio, etc. But you know, I don't have a lot of problems with Joan Jett, so um, I just think that she's a talented artist, but she's like one of those artists that I rarely listen to be honest. But I respect your taste, so if you like Joan Jett, fair play to you, Clemmy Cat. it's nice to see some comments like questions on genres. On records, you can ask me about my record collection, or mention an album that I either have or don't have, or you could recommend me a record um, from one of your favorite artists. I would check them out. But my record collection has been filled with um, different music from the previous decades, um, from rock to some metal to blues, um, and progressive rock, experimental stuff, avant-garde. So it's like a whole wide range of music. Sometimes when I listen to artists or albums I haven't heard of before, I check them out on YouTube first, and if I do like them, I will buy the albums on CD or on vinyl. It just depends if I would do I will do enjoy them. So right, I'm halfway through the Leviathan album. Just a fantastic Mastodon album. An hour and 23 minutes. So this is all going very well. I will be back to do these streams, but I wouldn't want to do them way too often because streaming isn't a thing that I would do every day or once or twice a week. So um, I think I would like to do them um, maybe like every few weeks or every month. It just depends how I feel, really. All right, the time right now is 22, almost 20 to 6 in the evening, and I will be heading out at 9 o'clock. So um, let's just keep this stream going, and hopefully I will be letting this stream to run in about maybe in another about either 10 or 20 minutes. But I'm very proud with this stream already. It's been off to a smooth start, and there's been barely any problems, despite the whole disconnection thing that had been affecting the stream a bit, which I'm very sorry for. Um, but it was very smart from OBS to remind me that it's been disconnecting, and it reconnects itself, um, even though my internet connection is like full. So yeah, um, thank you to the commenters and for the people who are watching this. And I had a nice time. I had a nice time to interact with some of you guys. So if there's going to be any more comments from topics on genres or records, I mean, you know what to do. So just keep them coming, guys. Excuse me. And also, once I will stop this stream, I'm going to watch it to see if it looks really good from both the video quality and the audio quality. And if it's all good, I will be doing more of these. I'm actually very glad that I've been listening to Mastodon, because like I said, it's been a long while, and I need to buy Emperor of Sand, their newest one, which came out not too long ago. But I really do hope that it's going to be another good Mastodon album. I don't know if it's going to be better than Once More Round the Sun, which came out in 2014 or 15. Excuse me. But, since I do love Mastodon, I have to buy Emperor of Sand. And, no, I have not seen them live at all. But if they are going to come to Birmingham, I will try my best to buy tickets to see them live. I do think that from what I've seen, that Mastodon looked amazing live. Well, it looks like I have to go. Bye. Take care. Cheers, Clemmy Cat. Thank you so much. Thank you for commenting and watching this stream. And I will keep this stream and and post it to my channel. Well, it'll already be posted once I will finish this stream. So we're almost into the an hour and a half minute mark. An hour and a half minutes mark. Yeah, an hour and 30 minutes nearly. So I think I am going to finish this maybe in about 10 minutes. But if there's more people that are still watching, I'll let this stream to carry on. I have no idea what to do in the second stream though, because I think for every stream I don't want them to be really similar. But well, for this one it's been on topics on records and genres. But I think for the next one I'll have to really think hard on that one. Maybe another Q&A. I know that I've done a music Q&A not too long ago. Well, it's been some weeks, but I think a live Q&A could be good, to do a live stream on. Billy Bishop, have you ever considered getting a pitch shifter for your guitars? No, I don't have an interest in getting a pitch shifter for any of my guitars. So I just like to leave my guitars, as they are, from the way they look and the way that they sound to me. So I'm not going to be getting a pitch shifter for my guitars. So yeah, Billy Bishop, for a pitch shifter for my guitars, no, I'm not. I don't have an interest to buy one for any of my guitars. So I'm onto the track Aqua Dementia. More than halfway through Leviathan. Yeah, some really good metal music that just have a lot of hook and some some tight structure, a lot of beat. You know what I'm saying? And really, Mastodon's one of those best bands for doing that. But thanks for the comment, Billy Bishop. If you want to ask me, more, please do so. And there's only one of you guys watching. Also, I've been thinking about these streams to my channel for for by myself or on a Google Hangout. I rarely think that uh, the Google Hangouts are ever going to work, you know, better than doing a stream um, by myself with the OBS software. I just do not think that I will ever think about doing a stream on Google Hangout. Um, with other people, but um, I don't mind doing live streams with some of you guys, but it just depends if Google Hangouts is really going to work. Which I don't think I will ever use Google Hangout because I think it's been like five years ago, I believe, since I've been doing these random um, Google Hangout streams, and Google Plus was such a nightmare. I hated Google Plus, but now things have changed, been updated from both Google and YouTube. I still don't think I will ever think about doing a live stream with people on Google Hangout. Not saying that I don't like to talk to you guys, um, and hear your voices like face to face, screen by screen, or whatever. But it just depends if Google Hangout is much more better or not. But I think I would just like to stay and do these streams just on YouTube. Anyway, so it's an hour and 35.5 minutes. So I'm going to end this stream in 5 minutes. Not going to repeat myself like I did, numerous times for the stream. And I'm so sorry that I've been, saying these same words during this. But I really am trying my best to talk to you guys. And some of these comments have been some great questions. And if you want to, give your thoughts on this band or this artist that I mention, feel free to do so. I'm not really going to, waste my time and be all, critical and to be judgmental, because that's not how I am. I mean, you have your own musical taste, as I've got mine. and that is a fact. I'm actually I'm actually very pleased that this stream is going well to hear me more than the music. So I hope both the video and audio quality is good during this. So if there are any problems, I'm afraid that there's nothing I can do about it to let it let them be improved. Because when a problem happens during the stream, it happens, and I wouldn't even think about some ways in order to fix them. Um, but I'm just here by myself on the camera, interacting to you guys, and uh, to read your comments and just to say hi. That's really the whole premise of this. So yeah, stream number one, topics on records and genres, is almost uh, at the ending peak. So I might finish it right here. So actually, I'm gonna wait until it's an hour and 40 minutes, and I'm going to be doing my usual content as usual. I don't know why I say usual twice in a sentence. Um, what I meant to say is that I will be back to do the normal videos that I like to do. Um, album reviews to updates and vlogs, etc. Um, because that's the type of thing I that I still love to do, because you guys have been really interested and enjoying that kind of content on my channel, and it's flattering, and it's just wonderful to see your positivity on my videos. Anyway, 15 seconds until the an hour and 40-minute mark. Anyway, that's a wrap. Thank you guys for tuning in, for watching and commenting, and I will be back to do a stream like this in the near future. And this had been one nice trip. So I'm gonna finish this right now, and once again, I'm grateful for your support, and I will try my best to post as many videos as I can for your pleasure and enjoyment. And cheers, guys. That's all I want to say. I'll keep you guys posted for more videos in the near future. Peace out.